what's going on? This is Tiff the Garden Goddess here and reporting live from Dallas, Texas. It is a beautiful Monday morning and I have had a chance to be out in the garden. I just finished cleaning up this garden bed behind me. Insert before and after now. All right, so looks so much better, so much cleaner. I left my peppers in there. I had a lot of overgrown tomatoes. It was ridiculous. But as you can see, I left some pepper plants in there and I need to plant this garden bed out. Now, next to me is another 7 by 2 foot garden bed. Sorry, that's a bee. That is a mess. It's a hot mess. It's overgrown. It has some cucumbers and a bunch of lemongrass in it. It needs to be overhauled as well. But what I want to touch on in this video is how to organize your plants so that you can start some of your cool weather plants sooner. So it's still late fall here. Some of the plants that I want to put in this garden bed will not do well in the full heat, like the heat that the evening sun offers. And so I am actually going to show you guys how I am going to leave these plants up so that I can plant some cooler weather plants over here, okay? So just kind of bear with me. I don't know if that makes sense, but by the end of this video, it will. Okay, so in this garden bed, which I said is 7 by 2 feet, and I left some peppers in there to see what they're gonna do. I want to put lettuce. This is a romaine lettuce. I also want to put spinach, which is very finicky. I don't even know why I'm planting this, so I'm going to sell my house. But I want to plant that, and I want to put some green onions in this bed. Now, once again, it is still about 90 degrees for the high here. And these, while they might germinate, they will not do really well. I don't want these plants to be too stressed in the heat. So, this is actually the east side of my garden, right? So this is the north side of my garden. This is the west side of my garden, and this is the south side of my garden, okay? The sun normally rises from the southeast, okay? So that means that the west side of my garden gets the morning sun. And the morning sun isn't as hot as the evening sun, but it's, I mean, you get full-blown sun, and don't get it wrong, like don't get it twisted, it's still really warm. But as you can see in this bed, I put my watermelon, and I, you know, as you all know, I put my mustard greens over here along with some kale. So my watermelon is in heaven right now. It is just all over the place. I don't know if you all remembered from a week ago what it looked like in the other video, but it's gone crazy today. Don't judge me on this orange tree. I have a whole story about why it looks like that. But anyways, it's getting full morning sun because I know as a citrus plant, the evening sun would be too much. So we go over here, we have peanut plants, and then we have a lot of sweet potatoes over here. And now you see in on the east side of my garden bed, it's really shaded, right? But this, by noon, will be full sun. And not full morning sun, but full afternoon, hot, 90, almost 100-degree weather sun, okay? So that is why I have these peppers over here. They're gonna love this sun, but once again, once the heat gets to a certain point, the flowers stop putting on fruit. So you'll get flowers. One of these had flowers on them, yeah. So you'll get flowers, you just won't get fruit, which is fine. I got some peppers earlier this season. I just wanna leave them in there and see what they're gonna do. This over here is probably about, I wanna say, maybe 4 feet off the ground. Now, as the sun starts moving from this side over here, it's going to hit this is where my cucumber plants are, and this is a lemongrass plant, which smells delicious. I also have a lot of zinnias and some borage that's kind of struggling over there. But this garden bed's a mess. It needs to be cleaned up, but I'm not going to clean it up yet because as the sun starts coming from this way all the way over here, these plants are going to block some of the sun from over here. So we're still going to get filtered sun. It's going to be low-key shade, but it's going to be perfect for these little babies. not only will they germinate because the soil is warm, but they won't get burnt out, they won't get stressed because I'm planting them behind these cucumbers. And these cucumbers and zinnias and lemongrass is actually going to shade this bed a little bit so that they will do really well, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Hey guys, so wanted to throw this in here really fast. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just wanted to show you guys what I was talking about. So this is the lemongrass cucumber trellis, and this is the garden bed that I put the lettuce and everything in, and the green onions. And so, and the spinach. So you see how this area, the front of the bed, is shading this part of the bed. Now right back there where the green onions are growing, because the green onions aren't as finicky, you know, not as much blocking the sun, so this bed's getting a little bit more sun over here. So just wanted to show you guys exactly what I was talking about as far as that goes, and how you can use your plants to actually help start other plants. So I don't have any seedlings popping up yet, but hopefully soon. So that's just a quick rundown of how I like to play with the small space that I have in my garden. And I use some of my older plants to help shade and protect my younger plants. At one point, even underneath, you can't really see, underneath that cucumber plant, I had lettuce. And so I used the vines and everything from the cucumber plant to shade the lettuce underneath it so that the lettuce wasn't going to seed too quickly or flowering too quickly. And so that is what I plan to do on this garden bed. So even though I have a lot of work to do on my cucumber garden bed, it's gonna stay there a little bit longer. The zinnias look gorgeous, they're doing great, they're really nice and tall, and I'm actually gonna leave it there until I can until these plants behind me are really well established and the temperature starts going down. Once the temperature hits probably about, I'm gonna say 80 degrees during the day, then I can overhaul my cucumber bed and not worry about my spinach and my green onions and my lettuce getting burnt out. So just a quick video, wanted to go over that with you guys. I love you all. Please leave any comments if this is confusing. I try to make it as less confusing as possible because it's so important knowing the direction that you've placed your garden. I'll probably do more videos on this in the future, but like I said, like and subscribe if you like my videos, and I'll see y'all later.